Dolphins, they had a joint practice with the Buccaneers yesterday. They'll do it again today. Michael Dieter back at practice for the Miami Dolphins. So the Dolphins get another a little more depth at center. But it seems like Connor Williams, I think, has the gig right now. So I'm interested to see. I know he's had some snap issues, but they did bring him in from Dallas. And I think for right now, and he's number one on the depth chart. So we'll see where it goes for old Dietz.
You know what's weird? You know what's crazy about I watched a little TV to see if I could see some footage or whatever. I didn't follow Twitter, but were you glad not to really hear a whole lot about what Tua was doing? Does that mean he was doing okay, decent? Because like usually the lead on that would have been how Tua was doing, and look at these passes by Tua. And it was about everything else. So
no,
is that
I heard a lot of.
Is that a good sign for Tua?
The biggest story I saw yesterday was that they were giving the Bucs the business on the defense was giving the Bucs the business, right. Which is good because we haven't heard. I feel like when they've been going against each other, definitely the offense has been the bigger story. But we know the Dolphins have a very, very good defense, and we know the Bucs have a very good offense. Now I know they got some injuries on the offensive line, but still, they now I did read that Noah, they were picking on Noah a little bit, but
well, look, dude, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, you made fun of me and you mocked me.
What?
When I was saying I cannot believe a skill position player has been inactive this much. It is so, because guess what? Even if you haven't figured out the playbook, even after, they'll run you down on kickoff or something.
Yeah.
He can't even get that.
Yeah.
So while we sitting here talking about Noah Igbinoghene being the league's toast, I've been talking about this from day one. How you going to be a first-round pick and you can't even be active at cornerback? Those are the guys that do a whole bunch of different things. Special teams, nickel, sometimes they come out in dime. So you're telling me as a first-round pick, you couldn't make the top 6 DBs?
Yeah, Omar Kelly says that Noah Igbinoghene couldn't find himself in a better situation to provide he can handle a starting quarterback job with Byron Jones out on the physically been able to perform list. Big opportunity for him. Problem is he has struggled for most of Miami's camp, yet routinely getting beaten by receivers Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle. And while those struggles can be justified because of Hill and Waddle's phenomenal speed, what happened during Wednesday's joint practice against the Buccaneers could be an indicator of what's coming during the preseason, as Bucs starting QB Tom Brady went after Igbinoghene most of Wednesday's practice. He connected on 2 passes to Julio Jones, making the former Pro Bowler receiver look like he did in his prime. There was a lot of that yesterday. People were saying that Julio Jones looked like he turned back the clock.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not
Igbinoghene can do that for you.
Hey,
Julio Jones.
So you got the Washington Nationals and Noah Igbinoghene, right?
Slump buster.
They were all just lining up to get something. Like, yeah, man. Like, I can't explain it. Especially when that could have been what's the running back from Indy? Taylor. That's who you passed up on.
Yeah, we don't have to talk about that.
We don't have to. But the fact of the matter is that it's pretty hard. It is pretty hard to play that position and be a first-round pick and not be active.
Ooh, stock up, stock down. It's back.
Wow.
Stock up, according to Omar Kelly.
I'm glad to know that I'm doing a show with friends.
Defensive lineman Zach Sealer. He spent the last 2 seasons establishing himself as a value contributor, starting 18 games. Miami's hybrid defensive line. He was highly productive during Wednesday's practice and beat up on Tampa Bay's offensive line. Stock down. Teddy Bridgewater. No, Teddy Bridgewater. I think Noah's stock was already down.
Can't get worse than that.
He's already down.
He's already at penny
like
stock.
A penny stock, yeah.
Yeah.
Teddy Bridgewater threw 2 interceptions during 11 on 11. Right, well, listen.
I'm not. Look. And can I just say this?
Mm-hmm.
Like, if Teddy Bridgewater could be a starting quarterback with the teams that need quarterback, he would be a starting quarterback.
Agreed.
You see what I mean? So if you're going into the season thinking that I know he's a local guy and all that. If you're going into the season thinking he could possibly be the starter, then you're basically saying you don't have a quarterback.
Teddy Bridgewater is an awesome guy to have on the team because he is a staple in this community. He's already gotten a lot of praise of that from his teammates of what an inspiration he is for what he does down here in Miami. Right. So he is an honorable guy to have on the team. But like some people were saying when they got him in here, oh, he's going to really put the pressure on Tua. Two things. Not. One, if Tua can't beat out Teddy Bridgewater, you got bigger problems. Second of all, Tua's been a lot better than him, and it really has. It has not been close.
Agreed in both of those. I will say this though, I root for Teddy Bridgewater because he came back. He came back from a gruesome injury that kind of people forget about.
Yeah, no, like people said he was never going to play again.
Right.
Never gonna, and people don't say that usually with knee injuries. He apparently tore, he tore everything.
He tore everything. It was an ugly thing, but yeah. So it's good, and I'm gonna say this: it's good not to hear about Tua.
Well,
it's good because they're still gonna throw some stuff out there.
Well, yeah. As you say that, let's get to some stuff on Tua. So, Mike McDaniel, he was asked about couple things. He was asked about Tua Tagovailoa, and he was asked about the idea of, what could he get of learning something going against Tom Brady, and this is what the coach had to say.
I mean, I think it's more about learning stuff from going against an opponent, and an opponent is qualified and that has as much esteem as the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, winning the Super Bowl 2 years ago, being in the divisional playoffs. Contrary to popular belief, Tua doesn't play one snap against Tom Brady. They'll be on separate fields, but it's more about the quality of this organization and the type of football they've played is a tremendous opportunity for really all the guys when we're trying to play football at a high level.
Wow. Funny guy.
Well, we do that, and I fight you all the time. I fight you all the time on that. When you say it's quarterback against quarterback,
but sometimes you got to one up the quarterback. It's a thing. Here is more on what he could learn from Tom Brady. He says if he was watching Tom Brady in practice, something bad would happen to Tua.
Again, that would be I would actually be very disappointed if he did. He'd probably be taking a sack if he was watching him because it'll be simultaneous plays. But no, I think again it's more about going against a different defense that not just schematically, but how they play football with different techniques that they emphasize. Those things are a big part of the NFL game. You're adjusting every week, so those subtle differences are huge differences. That's what I want, really what I'm focused on them taking in.
Taking it all in, dude. Of course, we have the reports last week that the Dolphins got not reports, the announcement last week. The Dolphins got a punishment for trying to tamper with Tom Brady, and McCochin, he was asked if this made anything weird at practice because of that.
For me, nothing happened. Everyone else is the one making it awkward. That doesn't occupy a single iota of space with anybody. It's hard enough to be good in this league. We're as the Miami Dolphins, we're very all of our energy is very coordinated and only has to do with us getting better, and everything else would be an opportunity cost that we're not willing to expend.
When does Tom Brady answer for his crimes? When does this happen? How is he hidden in the shadows for this long? Where is he? Where is he?
Now, ask me how you feel about this, because the way they made it sound that the conversations between Brady and the Dolphins were only about ownership originally. It wasn't really about playing quarterback.
Well, it's multiple times. Don't forget. Remember,
right.
It was multiple years. They that they try to do. The whole ownership thing seemed like kind of a workaround to get him on into the organization. Maybe without doing a trade. I don't think that was ever going to happen where they were ever going to be able to do it without doing a trade, but we'll never know because the Flores lawsuit blew it all up. Tua, though, he said that he spoke to Tom Brady a little bit yesterday at practice. And here's a little bit from Tua on his discussions with that rat bastard. Tua talking to reporters yesterday.
Yeah.
Handsome devil.
Tua.
Talking Tua. You know what he does on Wednesdays? He talks to reporters. That's what on Wednesdays. That's what he does. Talks to reporters. You know.
Yeah, I was able to talk to Tom. I mean, we were talking on the side for a good bit. He was just asking how the off season was. We were talking a little about golf at the same time. But for the most part, 23 years playing. I mean, that's a long time. That's a lot of knowledge. So I was asking him some things, and he gave me some good insight on. So I'm gonna keep that between me and Tom. Then if you guys want to ask Tom, you guys go ask him.
Well, here's the thing. It's adorable that Tua tries to keep that a secret. But in today's NFL, in today's media age,
lip readers,
things have leaked. And so when we come back, we actually have audio of the conversation with Tua Tagovailoa and Tom Brady. And we get that for you next. A Dolphins training camp update brought to you by Miami-Dade County Public Schools Technical Colleges. For more information, call 305-558-8000, or you guys can log on to careerinayear.com. So yesterday, first joint practice between the Dolphins and Bucs. Tua, Tom Brady, simultaneous practices. They got two fields there. All right. So Tua, this guy gets badgered. Can we say Tua gets badgered, Leroy, right? They don't leave him alone. Badgered about Deshaun Watson. Now he's being badgered about punishments for the Dolphins he had nothing to do with. So he's getting badgered again yesterday. And here is reporters asking Tua about the Tom Brady thing. Once again, he did address this last week and was asked about it yet again with Tom Brady being at the same practice field to him. And here's Tua.
No, I think I answered that last week. Sorry, yeah, because I think they were doing that in 2019, but then I came in 2020. So I mean, they picked me. So So 2020, it's 2022, I'm still here. So, yeah. So, I'm still here. To me, that's all noise at this point.
I want to fight that guy.
What a jerk.
What a jerk. What age? You know what? The guy just wants to go about his life, right?
Get out of here.
I'm not, I get reporters got a job to do. I don't want to disparage all reporters. I get the gig, right? But he's such an adorable guy, right? He's just like, I addressed this last week. I wasn't here. Can we move on? Because it has nothing to do with me. Can I move on? Well, actually, too. It was 2021. No, wait, 2021. You're going to answer the question. And Tua's just sitting here just like, well, you know what? I'm here. You know what, guy? I'm here. Tom Brady's not here. Why won't you love me?
Kept increasing. 2021, actually.
2020, 2021. First of all, hey, guy, get your facts right.
Yeah.
Get your facts right on when they were tampering. Okay. There was no tampering going on in 2020. 2019, they did it again last year. They revisited. Brian Flores nuked the whole thing. All right. But you're sitting here getting 3 years at Tua. He's just saying 2020, 2021. Why are you bugging him? Leave him alone. I just want to say, leave him alone, will you? You know what I'm saying, Leroy?
I got you. It's annoying. It's
like listen to this guy. He's not he's just badgering him.
No, I think I answered that last week. Sorry, yeah, because I think they were doing that in 2019, but then I came in 2020. So they picked me. So So 2020, it's 2022. I'm still here. So, yeah. So, I'm still here. To me, that's all noise at this point.
That guy is a lot of noise. That's what that guy is. He is a lot of noise.
I'm like, here, I always wonder when you ask a question like that, what are you hoping to get?
Yeah, well, like it's like first of all, Tua Tagovailoa, the guy is like a has a black belt, and the Dolphins trying to replace him. So like he literally answered it last year with them actively going after Deshaun Watson every week, and nobody on the organization would answer questions about it because his head coach would just go up there and be like, "Tua's our quarterback. Tua's our quarterback. Tua's our quarterback." Chris Greer said
Hey,
nothing.
you know what? Anytime a coach says that about their quarterback, he's usually not the guy very long, right?
Usually,
When they go, well, we get ready week by week, and this week Tua is the quarterback.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
that's not a good sign for the quarterback.
No, it's not. It's not usually, but in this case, okay, he's sitting up there. All right, answers it every week, and now he's got this Tom Brady thing. Damage is done. They're not going after Tom Brady right now. He's on the Bucs. All right, Bruce Arians quit his job so he would still be on the Bucs.
I mean, think about this. Should you really want a quarterback that went to high school with the owner? I mean, in football years, they're the same age.
Pretty much.
So, like, how many times? And I know we've been saying this for a long time, but wouldn't it be so Dolphins that they bring Tom Brady in and then he gets old?
I guarantee
Right.
you guys this. If Tom Brady ever suited up for the Miami Dolphins, he would not win another championship, and he would look awful. He would look worse than Peyton Manning did his last year.
Oh my goodness. So like we all know it's coming. Like sometimes is it safe to say you got in on that stock late and just let it go?
Just let it go a bit. And this is the whole thing. Like, you know, how many times you gotta ask? You're gonna ask him about the Tom Brady thing, and you're just gonna keep. What are you hoping? You're gonna badger him until he goes, "I know the Dolphins will stop trying to replace me." Not gonna do that. What do you think?
You know what's even worse? The people who are responsible and are being penalized for it don't have to answer questions.
Right. Oh, it's the most frustrating thing.
They suspended him, and it's like, good. This will die down when I get back.
It is. It's why I said, like, the day this stuff happened, Chris Greer should have gone right to a podium, answered questions about it, because the idea that his players have to answer questions about it, or his coach who wasn't here has to answer questions about it, is stupid. And they're not here, and they have nothing to do with it. But I get it. You got to get somebody from the organization on the record with it, because you have the owner who sounds like a kook when he's like, "We were cleared." No, you weren't. Thank you, Roger. I'm glad you cleared that up for us all. I am glad you called Brian Flores a liar. It's like, we just suspended you and took away draft picks. I am glad we cleared that all up. That I have lost a first-round pick because I have been cleared.
Yeah.
What are you talking about, you boob?
But even more amazing, because I've lived through this, right? A lot worse. Just imagine having to answer questions every day about your team moving, right? And I'm like, what do you want me to say?
And this,
I got no control over this. I'm as shocked as you are.
But you want to know who I'm most pissed hasn't answered questions about this?
Chris Greer?
Tom Brady. Where is Tom Brady to answer for his crimes? And he sits up there like a fake.
But question.
What?
Why would he answer questions?
Well, first of all,
he didn't call Miami.
Oh, I bet he did, dude. I bet him and old Bruce Beal were sitting back on that yacht.
So is he closer to Bruce Beal, or is Bruce Beal a Michigan guy too?
I don't know. I don't know who Bruce Beal is. I thought he was Bradley Beal's cousin.
Me neither. No, I guarantee you that ain't the case.
I
know.
No. I want him to answer for his crime. And you want to know something? What smiling faces with hidden agendas? I'm going to go over to Tua and have conversation with him. In fact, and Tua's like, listen, I'm not going to tell you what we said. You know, you guys are going to have to ask Tom about that, which we can't, Tua, because you're the only one with the guts to answer questions, because Tom Brady's not answering questions. Thankfully, thanks to NFL Films, we actually have, Leroy, do you want to hear this? We have the conversation. It was actually leaked yesterday. On NFL Films leaked the conversation between Tua Tagovailoa and Tom Brady. Would you like to hear that?
Sure.
All right.
Bruce Beal went to Harvard, by the way.
Harvard with his yacht. Bruce Beal. This is exclusive audio. Tua Tagovailoa.
Why you got to put exclusive audio?
Speaking from NFL Films, I have a sauce there. Tua Tagovailoa said that we'd have to ask Tom Brady about their conversation, but I can't because Tom Brady's a coward and won't answer his questions. Put your son on. Here is Tua's conversation with Tom Brady on the field yesterday.
Tom. Oof. Tom. Daddy loves you guys.
Wow. It's got to be hard to have a conversation with a rat. Careful, Tua.
Oof.
Never know where the rats are going to go.
What is wrong with you?
Mic'd up. Here's Tom Brady mic'd up.
Oof.
You rat.
Tom.
Going over to could you imagine going over to Tua? Hey, what's up, man? Tried to take your job.
Tom.
I'm sorry I hate Bruce Arians so much and I tried to replace you. Let me give you some golf tips.
Oof.
You fake. You bum.
Point for Marcos.
Like those rat choices.
Bum. We finally have Tom Brady's comments on trying to steal Tua's job. Here it is.
Oof.
Bum. Answer somebody. Tom, where are you? Where are you? Stop trying to be all chummy with Tua. All right. Step up to a podium and answer for your crimes about tampering.
He got the rock hard internet. Or maybe it's me. Did I blink out?
What are you talking about?
Just pass out, Leroy.
You're right.
No. I got the black boxes of you guys, and I don't know if that means that you had a glitch or I had a glitch.
I haven't had a glitch since Numb.
Canesbro says only Belichick understands rat talk. You're probably right. A couple of rat nest up there.
What is that rat doing? Cardio?
He's talking. This is him.
Cardio rat.
No, this rat is mumbling about trying to take Tua's job, and he's like, nothing personal. Bunch of rats.
Oof.
Bum.
Like finally, when Bill Belichick loosens up, that's what he came to the podium with. No days off.
Yeah, what at a celebration. At a celebration of winning it all. Let's talk about responsibility. One thing about Tom Brady is he's got to be so happy. The Tampa Bay celebration, he nearly lost the Lombardi Trophy because he was so hammered. And at the New England celebration, they're already talking about doing his job again. You wonder why he wanted to get away from him.
Hey, don't worry. Like, I have a feeling. Like, I don't believe it, but this is shaping up for a big slide for New England. Like, I don't see enough. And we've said this before, so I'm not just gonna, I'm gonna always say this with a little, a look out of the side of my eye, because I know that I've said this before and I look stupid.
Mm-hmm.
But they don't have Tom Brady at quarterback.
No. Well, I hope Mac Jones plays a little bit tonight, I hope he stinks up the joint.
Why?
Oh, because I'd love it. I want to tune into WEI tomorrow.
I don't want him to stink.
Out.
Good luck, Mac.
You don't want him to stink tomorrow. You want him to look great during the preseason because you know what he is.
I want him to stink always.
I think Mac Jones is going to stink.
Like, you have never been more definitive. You were clear, concise. Your hot take was just right on point. You spoke directly into the mic.
I think Mac Jones is gonna stink.
Yeah, it had.
I think Mac Jones
is gonna stink.
I don't like him at all.
Hey,
Like
hey, the delivery was great. I mean, that right there is just hot take 101.
oh.
Good luck, Mac.
Hopefully they can call Hewlett before they have practice again today to get the rats out of there.
Hewlett.
Or truly Nolan.
I thought you were getting ready to say Hewlett Packer. What do they do?
Huh?
HP.
They do accounting, right? Or I don't know.
Computers?
Yeah,
Yeah,
computers.
they're computers.
Well, yeah, you definitely don't want rats around your computers. Chew the wires.
It's true. They're everywhere.
When he says is like, I'll let you guys ask Tom Brady about our conversation. It's like, well, because I couldn't understand him because all he does is squeak because he's a rat.